In this video, we're going to go through the install of the Rusty Butcher front fork with progressive springs and Til Death dampers on this 95 Sportster. Raise the front end up. This is the stance before we get started. As always, we'll get it securely mounted to the bike lift so that the front end is off the ground. We'll use an Allen wrench and remove the brake caliper and tie it up out of the way. Then we'll use a 3/4 wrench and we'll remove the axle. Remove the front fender bolts so you can get the wheel out, and we'll move on from there. There are some Allen screws in the bottom of the fork you have to access directly through the bottom, and that's what holds the damper in. It's easier to take those off now while everything's under pressure and holding the damper in place. And be prepared with your drain pan because you're going to lose all your fork oil there. There's a copper washer on the end of that screw. Make sure you don't lose it. Gently pump the fork tubes up and down to help push the oil out and let them drain. On this one, I'm going to have to remove the turn signal relocation brackets and the old windshield mounting brackets. Next, we'll loosen the triple tree bolts and slide the fork down in the tube and then retighten it. That'll give us room to put our socket on to get the cap out without interference from the handlebars. We repeat the process on the other side, and we have the fork tubes out. With the forks removed, I can completely disassemble them in preparation for the new parts. I installed the new fork seals with a piece of 1.5" PVC pipe as a driver, put the dust caps back on, and partially reassembled, ready to do the dampers and the springs next. Here we have the extended dampers from Til Death cycles. I'm going to swap the bushing and the spring over from the old damper to the new longer damper and drop that down in the fork tube. The kit came with these 2 PVC bushings, spacers, and the directions were no help in what to do with them. I did watch another video that stated that if you want the most lift out of these, don't use the spacers. The kit comes with new copper washers for the drain bolt in the bottom of the fork, so you don't have to reuse the old ones. With a spring in place and the top cap threaded on there loosely, you can apply pressure to the bottom of the damper and put the screw back in. At this point, you want to put your fork into the bottom triple tree and snug it down. Put your spring, your spacer, and your oil. I put 12 ounces of oil on each side, and my spacers are 2 inches, and we'll see how that works. And then you can put the cap on and tighten it down, and you move the fork up to the top one, get it adjusted right to where just a little beveled edge is sticking out, and tighten her down. I installed these rubber boots over the fork tubes before I slid them in, and since my turn signals were fork mounted, I took this opportunity to reinstall them. With the front wheel reinstalled, we can work on reattaching the brake caliper. So using a 2-inch lift plate on the 1-inch setting, I was able to raise the fender up enough for some clearance, and we got that on there. And there is the finished product. And the kickstand is so short right now, I have it sitting on 2 bricks, so I'll have to get that cut and lengthened. I had a wrench cut and bent and welded to the back side of the kickstand for some extra clearance. It holds the bike up pretty well. There's quite a bit of lean to it, but the wind isn't going to blow it over. Now with a pair of Shinko 804s and 805s installed, it's looking pretty darn aggressive. And there we have it, Dirtster build. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell for any upcoming videos.